Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. On today's video, we are going over ADA Cardano, as it does seem to be on the brink of a breakout, possibly to the downside. Now, of course, many of you know that I have been expecting that once we got to this apex that we would find a breakout to the upside, but it does look right now that we may be seeing that move to the downside. So let's talk about what we can expect, what might happen from this point forward, and how I'm going to be playing this thing. So, of course, if we are able to hold the level we're at right now and start to work our way back up to set some of these new local highs, well, then obviously, you know, we're working our way back up to the upside. Now, I'm actually under the belief that if we are able to hold some support right now, right now, and start to work our way up, that is going to be the confirmation we need that a breakout to the upside will happen. Okay, I think if we are able to make a move to the upside, clear our 20 and our 50 EMA, on the daily charts, there's a very high chance that we are going to see a move out past the top side, the bullish side of this symmetrical triangle. But at the moment, it does seem like it may be a little bit more likely that we see this fall to the downside. Okay, just being blunt, straight up honest, it does seem like there is more chance, I'd probably say like a 65 to 70% chance that we do see this move to the downside. Now, the reason I do say that is because most of our indicators are indicating that there could be some more downturn before upgrowth. Okay, what this means is that if you look at our daily MACD on the ADA charts, we can see that we did just put in one little red candle here, as well as looking at a possible bearish cross of our two lines. And so, is this the end of the world? No. But does it say that there's a stronger chance that we may look at some type of breakdown in price? Yes. Okay. And now, just kind of looking at when this has happened in the past, though, we can see that this is a normal move once we see a big break of trend. What I mean by that is in the price, back towards June and May, June, July-ish, we were stuck within this massive downtrend. We finally saw a breakout to the upside. We saw some green on our MACD, but we needed to come back down and backtest support before working our way back up without this massive resistance line above us. What you can see here is that we were stuck under this massive resistance again. We then broke out, we saw some green on the MACD, and now we may need to come back down to our key support level before working our way back up without this massive level of resistance above us, okay? This is totally normal. You break out of resistance, you backtest on some support, you establish that foundation, and then you make your move to the upside as there's no massive resistance just sitting right on top of you, as there was here, and again, as there was here, okay? And so if we are looking at something like that happening, it's not anything to freak out about. It is just to go to say that, okay, we may be looking at a little bit more of a longer amount of time before seeing the continuation to the upside. Okay, now we do have one option that could play out here, is that if we break out to the downside, watch this 100 EMA on the daily charts. I will be curious to see, there's a small chance that we bounce off of it and continue back upwards. So just watch. If we break out to the downside, watch this interaction with the 100 EMA on the daily charts. But again, if we do come down and lose that level, again, I am expecting a move to $2 to $1.90. Okay, I think that that's still very likely. As you can see, we are sitting on our VPVR peak right now, and typically what happens when we come down to lose it, we will start to roll down into some of our valleys. First pit stop being right around where this 100 EMA is. You can see this valley and this EMA line up very close together. So of course our first pit stop would be at 207. We may bounce off of that and continue back upwards, but if we lose 207 to 206, do look for that move down to $2 and $1.90. Okay. And so with that being said, there is still the chance again that we do break up to the upside. Look for us to find some support like now. It would honestly have to happen within the next 4 to 8 hours. If we do not, do expect more of a fall towards the downside, but I don't think it would just be ADA. I think the rest of the market would likely start to come down with it. As again, we've been seeing a lot of green in the market. We've been seeing a lot of big movement. We've been seeing a lot of greatness, and the fact that we are running into some resistance right now as we're approaching some of these all-time highs is not surprising, okay? And as long as we can come back down on things like total market cap 2, of course, which is just going to be the total market cap of all of our altcoins combined, as long as we can hold some of these key support levels just above our previous right shoulder or on top of some of these EMAs, we're totally still in the works to see that growth, right? We saw an absolutely massive move to the upside and very little retracement, okay? So if we're just ready and getting set to see a little bit of retracement here, that is totally okay, and it's not something that we need to be stressing about, okay? And so with that being said, with the ADA charts, what I'm just looking for right now is how we interact with $2.12. If we start coming down under 212, watch for that move to 207. Okay, if we lose 207, $2 down to $1.90. Remember, we do not want to lose on the daily charts $1.90. At no given fashion do we want to see the price come back down under $1.90 and start getting these daily closes below it. Now, looking at the weekly charts, it does seem as if we are going to hold that level, in my opinion. The reason being that our 20-week EMA is sitting right within that level now. And as you can see, once we recapture it, we tend to hold it I did not mean to do that. There we go. Once we capture it, we do tend to hold it very well as our support. And so with that being said, if we were to wick it down here right now or start to lose that key level as we may be at the moment, it does look like we could come back down to touch that 20 EMA before seeing some continuation upwards. And that also does apply to our 20 SMA, which we are still well above, but it is still within our key zone of support. So that's the reason I do believe our key zone of support is going to hold. The price was able to stay up just long enough to allow this 20 SMA and 20 EMA to work their way in to our $1.90 to $2 range. And so the fact that we have all of the support within this level, I do believe that if we break down to the downside, that we will hold between $2 and $1.90. So with that being said, of course, I will update you all as anything important does start to happen, but just keep a very close eye on these levels and keep a very close eye out to see if we are able to hold the line. If we're unable to hold the line, we could be looking at some type of more extensive fall to the downside, but again, it's nothing to freak out about. Now, if you do want to play this, if you are looking to short this thing, if you are looking to trade it or buy it on the retracement, go down to the link in the description and use the ByBit referral link that I've put in the description and in the comment section. When you do sign up, deposit $500, you will get $25 for free just to trade, as well as being entered into a raffle to possibly win another $500. And so with that, I definitely think it's worth it. They have super high volume and incredibly low fees. So definitely do go check it out. I think it's really worth it, and I think it can be worthwhile just to give it a try. So of course, that link will be down there. But with that being said, of course, again, I will be updating you all on another crypto later today. So definitely do stay tuned, turn on all those notifications when you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time.